All right, Melanie, thank you so much for joining us live from Boston, where it is 27 degrees. So hats and scarves necessary. Get one to rest around your neck.
She's got it.
All right, Melanie, thank you. Let's bring in the chair of Americans for Energy Dominance, Sam Romain. Sam, thank you so much for joining us. So you say that we are the richest nation on Earth, and we can't keep the lights on during a snowstorm. What do you mean by pointing that out?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing is that there's 600,000 people that don't have power. And just, I think it's easy to forget what that actually means. That's the entire state of Wyoming right now who doesn't have power and is sitting in the cold waiting for it to come back. I mean, this is America. This is the great American comeback. And people are worried about how they're going to heat and power their home. That's not what we should be expecting as Americans.
So we're talking about, trees with heavy snow on them and then down power lines leading to power outages. So what would the solution be to resolve this or make it so that when a snowstorm does hit, that massive power outages don't take place?
Yeah, I mean, grid hardening needs to take place. You can look at Florida. They do a wonderful job of this. Even with the hurricane, they're able to come back online very quickly, even if they do go down. But also, we need to start looking at solutions that are more about point of use. And when you have a centralized power plant and hundreds or thousands of miles of distribution wire, you create vulnerabilities like downed trees that fall on a power line and take out entire neighborhoods. That's centralized power, right? Now, if you look at, there's other solutions. Let's just say residential solar and a battery, for example, or even a backup generator. People who have backup power are able to stay online, heat their homes, and keep their home online. That's point of use power. Now, the problem truly is coming down to transmission lines and trees falling on them. So what can we do to expedite the rollout of technology that actually allows for homeowners to generate their own power? I mean, look, a lot of Americans across the country have their own well, they have their own septic, but when it comes to having their own power, it's riddled with red tape and regulations that kind of roadblock them, or even permitting that roadblocks homeowners from truly being off grid like that.
Yeah, well, President Trump, we've been talking about it this morning. He's going to be delivering his State of the Union address tonight. I mean, this storm, although impacting a small portion of the country in the grand scheme of things, it's the most highly populated area. So talking about energy and infrastructure could be something that the president could bring up. Under what lens should he talk about this when he talks about energy dominance?
Yeah, energy dominance is a big thing, right? So you have more load growth right now than this country has seen, or this world has seen really in a long time, if not forever. And we need to be thinking about like kitchen table affordability. If you look at New Jersey, Virginia, and governor races across this country, it's coming down to affordability, quite simply. And a big part of that is the utility bill, because you can't escape it. You can't just not pay your utility bill. You can't go without electricity. And so when you have this hard cost that fluctuates and is rising at all-time speeds, we need to be addressing and finding solutions that addresses the kitchen table issue of electricity affordability, quite simply.
Yeah, and you talk about the infrastructure bill, mentioning that we did, in fact, pass that. Where did the money go? Clearly not to the grid. Maybe it should. Sam, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.